Hi everyone, welcome to the Diecast Collection Videos channel. Here is the Ferrari F40 Competizione by Hot Wheels. This Ferrari F40 Competizione, I hope I mentioned the name properly. This is my fourth Ferrari in my collection and the first one in the main line. Ferrari, like this one, tends to be hard to find in stores, toy shops. But I found this model when I visited a grocery store, and that's kind of funny because usually when I visit grocery stores, the Hot Wheels that are on the pegs are usually filled with fantasy models, not real cars such as this one. Sometimes there are real models, the unpopular ones, but cars like these are not present until I went there by chance and saw this on the peg. I picked this one up and now it's in my collection. Looking at this Ferrari, I think they did a good job with this car because it looks realistic. Although it misses some details from the real car, when I checked the web for photos, some of the important details, the highlights are in here. Let's take a look at the front of the Ferrari F40. I'm just going to call this car as the F40 in the video because the name is kind of long. The front of the F40 does not have any paint designs because I consider the front as the grille and the air intakes on the sides. I'm not really sure if the logo is part of the front because it's more on the top. But we do get a treat in the front because the lights are made of plastic. It makes the car more realistic. And below the red colored body, it's all metal. By the way, the red colored body is the bottom here is made of plastic, the bumper lip. From this view, we can also see the back wing and some of the details in the front hood, as well as the front windshield that we're going to explore later. Looking at the left side of the F40, this is what I like about the model. Hot Wheels did a good job in doing the proportions of the wheels. Instead of placing the large wheel at the back and the regular wheel at the front, the usual configuration on Hot Wheels models, they did a good job by making both wheels of the same size to make the car more realistic. I really like that one. In here, there are a couple of paint designs, as you can see. One is the prancing horse logo that is on top of the front fender over here. And the other one, although it's kind of hard to see, it's a little dab of orange that is in the front of the front fender is the signal light. And from here, we can see the casting details and no paint designs at the back nor the center. It's all red color, making the car more realistic. At the right side of the F40, it's the same paint design, the little pip in the front for the signal light in orange, although in my copy it's not centered, but that's okay. And here is the prancing horse logo on the top. The casting details include in the windows the sliding texture for the sliding window, I assume. You can see here there are some rough shapes in contrast with the smooth window. And from here, air intakes in the form of these triangles. At the back is the back wing with the vent here at the back, and that is supposedly for the engine as well, because this is a rear engine type car. At the back here, we can see that there's no paint design because the paint designs are concentrated on the sides and on the top. So at the back, it does not have any, but we can see some casting details in the center, such as the grille with a mesh pattern with the lights on the sides, with the exhaust at the bottom center. Some details that I can't tell. This one has a pip on the side and the other one has an indentation. Not really sure what those are for. And the back wing instead of closing the back wing, they managed to open this up so we can see some details at the back window for the engine grille as well. At the bottom, at the plastic base, we can see the diffusers on the sides. Let's take a look at the top of the F40. Here's the whole top of the F40. We're going to start in the front. At the bottom is the extension of the bumper lip that is part of the plastic base, the front lights with plastic details, and the Prancing Horse logo in the center. Some casting details are also in the front hood, and that is for the air vents. And this is most likely an air intake in the center. Earlier, I mentioned that the lights have details. If you can see here, in addition to the pegs to attach the lights, it does have some casting details in the form of the bulbs. A couple of them, and that's pretty cool for the small model. If you have this model, or if you're curious, look at the pictures on the web, and I think the bulb casting details here are very similar with the pictures that you can see on the web. And here, the front windshield with the wiper casting detail. There's also a rough area on the top, and I think that is for some sort of sunshade. Some of the interior details can be seen here. Going here on the top does not have any paint design, it's all red metal. And the engine details can be seen from this clear window. Let me just go further here, and this is the full form of the back wing. From here, here's a closer look at the interior. Let's start at the engine part, and it looks realistic. There are these engine parts. Even though it does not have any paint design, it does have these casting details. The light reflecting on the black plastic gives off a realistic feel. And if you tilt this a little bit, there are these slots on the windows for the ventilation of the engine. From here, you can see the car seats, the driver's wheel on the left. The car seats have seat belts, and that's interesting. Nothing here on the floor. Let's take a look at the console in the center if we can, although it's kind of hard because of the sliding window texture on the window. But it's safe to assume that there are some details in the console on the dashboard. No paint design at the air vents in the front hood, nor in the air intakes at the back. At the bottom is the base that is made of plastic. Wheels are the same size and thickness. The air diffusers at the back, and some textures in the front. Maybe it's in likeness of the real car, the texture, the panel, because I think the supercars tend to have a closed bottom to make the car more, let's just say, attractive. And here, the copyright information in the center. A new model for 2025. Very nice model, released in the main line. And maybe this might, in my opinion, might become part of a premium line, or maybe if possible, this might become a super treasure hunt. Who knows? This ends my vid art on the Ferrari F40 Competizione by Hot Wheels. Thanks for watching, enjoy your collection, and see you with the next model.